Hi guys, welcome to my video. This is going to be my video on the new Space Marine Codex that has been recently released, and I just want to do a quick rundown and a quick overview / review on it. So let's get started. So to begin with the Codex, we have some nice looking art pieces here. The contents page, now this is different. This is different because before we didn't have combat patrols, so that's going to be interesting to look at. All the lore stuff here, if anybody is interested. Beautiful new art piece, that is lovely. Almost doesn't look like a primary marine because of the bullet, but you can tell it still is by the armor plates. What? Oh, okay. So now I believe this is, it says a Nakmun Gauntlet here, so I'm sure this is relatively recent lore additions to the creation of a Space Marine. We're all very familiar with that. Let's get past this. I love the art piece again, I believe that's new too. The new Terminators, I've got 3 kits of the new Terminators, my 3 boxes of the new Terminators, and they're absolutely beautiful, and I'm really happy it's starting to include the new symbols and sigils. If I'm correct, that symbol or sigil was first attached to the Blade Guard Veteran as that was released in 9th edition, if I'm correct. Yeah, some old art we've seen before. Beautiful art, rendition of the original art containing the Crimson Fists. Absolutely lovely chapter. I really cannot wait until Pedro Canto gets a new model. I think this is just the structure of these previous pages with just the structure of the chapters. This is a new lore. Now Imperial Fist, looking to be Imperial Fist. Redemptor Dreadnought. As much as I do love the primary stuff, for the Dreadnoughts, I'm not really that big of a fan. I much prefer your Leviathans or your Contemptors. Those are more my things. I think these are just lore pages on the individual Space Marine equipment. Now this is new, I've not seen this before. I think actually the page before, there we are, yeah, you get the different weapons on heavy vehicles, which is really cool. Heavily destroys, absolutely amazing for any anti-tank. Chaplains is really nice. Librarians, and since I've played Black Templars, we can't take that because that would be highly heretical. This is new. I'm going to have to give this a full read later on after this video. That's interesting. Here, if I'm correct... Oh, never mind. For some reason, that looked like the Custodes Dawn Summit jet bike, but it's not. Yeah, it looked like it just because of the shape, but it's not. It's just a scribe, tech priest, whatever. That's a really cool art piece. The old 8th edition Codex, 9th edition Codex art, I believe, maybe. More stuff on Ultramarines and Gilliman, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolves. I wonder which Primarch will come back next. For my sake, I do hope it's Robodawn. There we are, this is my bread and butter, Imperial Fist and Black Templars. Amazing. I kind of wish we had more guys with shields, like, you know how the 30k Marines get breaches. I really wish we got that for Primaris and 40k. Deathwatch, oh, the Deathwatch Corvette Black Star is a beautiful flyer. There we are. Now, one thing I do miss from the old Codex is they used to have like essentially the structure of the chapter, but you could see the individual squads, and I kind of wish that was here. I'm a bit upset that it's not, but It's not a big loss. Successor chapters. Oh no, minis. I know a few of these have changed. The Exorcist used to be Imperial Fists. I'm sure the White Templars did too, and the Minotaurs, if I'm correct. Now let's be funny. Let's be real, shall I say? The Blood Ravens were always 1,000 Suns. You cannot change my minds in regards to that. Molo. Beautiful short case. I really do love the new Terminators, they are stunning. I'm not really a big fan of the Redemptor Ballistas, it's just a personal preference. I mean, if there was more loadouts in for the Redemptor chassis, like, you know, I could take 2 miniguns or 2 las cannons, or, you know what I mean, just more loadouts, more weapons, then I would probably favour it. Dark Angels and Blood Angels. There we are, those my boys again, Black Templars, and finally we can take a Terminator Sergeant with a Power Fist. God, I hate that Power Sword. And there's Tor Garadon with his Super Power Fist. You know what's a shame? The fact that these individual chapters, other than, let's say, you know, the Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, yeah, Black Templars, you know, it's sad that the Iron Hands and, you know, the other Salamanders and etc. don't have individual units for their army, other than the one character they may have. It's like, it's crazy because the Black Templars got the heavy, got the Pyre Blast gun or whatever it's called, this one, but on the, what you call it, on the Crusader squads, I believe, we got that before the Salamanders did, but the Salamanders are known for flame weaponry, so it's kind of like, you know, a bit weird. I mean, personally, I would love a repulsor, but decked out with flame weaponry, or even the Redemptor with just flame weaponry, just to, you know, give these Salamanders that mathematic feel. Same with the White Skies too, and it's a bit upsetting that Korsaro Khan didn't get his bike. I mean, yeah, the bikes do look good, but again, you know, it's just there's minimal options compared to the old bikes. Raven Guard, they're cool. I'm not really a big fan of Phobos, but like I said, I'm even in Heresy, I'm much more of a Mark III type of person. I do like my heavier armour, so even though it's not for me stylistically, I can respect the style from distance. I wouldn't really buy into it, other than maybe the Eliminators, depending. There we are, look at this beautiful battle, absolutely stunning. I'm a massive fan of Apocalypse games. I think, to be fair, I think I play more Apocalypse games than normal games, so yeah, this is just beautiful. Also, shout out if you go into Mordin Glory's Apocalypse game, I believe on June 1st or June 2nd next year. I know I am, and I'm bringing a lot. Okay, I'm gonna skip past this. This is actually really good for new players. Really good for new players. As a 15-year-old Warhammer veteran now, as in I've been playing Warhammer for 15 since the age of 8, and I'm 23, 24. Either way, I've been playing Warhammer for a long time. This is not needed for me, but for the new players, I can understand and I can respect it. Strike Force, I don't play it because, like I said, I'm more of an Apocalypse, large battle type of person. So for me, this isn't it. However, I really want to get the new Kazakins and make them into sort of an Inquisitorial retinue, just because, you know, maybe I could use it for stuff like this. Because I don't want a large force in Imperial Guard or Astra Militarum, but I do want them Kazakins because they are beautiful models. Here we are, Army Rules. No, wait, have I skipped a page? Yes, I have. Okay, so that's the standard Ultramarine one that we were all used to prior to the Codex release, so I'm going to skip past this. The Anvil Siege Force. Now, this is really good for any of your Iron Hands, Imperial Fist type players. You know, Siege, Warfare, this is a really good one. But for me, because even though I do play Black Templars and I do run a very vehicle heavy Black Templars army, this really isn't for me, and I'll tell you why later on. But yeah, really good. Now, I remember when Iron Hands were the peak of Warhammer competitive play back in 8th edition and 9th edition too, that was, yeah. But I mean, again, the rules for the Iron Hands in the Iron Storm Spearhead are very representative of the Iron Hands in lore, and that's what I do like about some of these rules, by the way. They're very representative, and I do respect that. Now, this is my one. This is just perfect for me. I mean, I love the Firestorm Assault Force because most of my Black Templars have hand flamers or some sort of flame weapon. They're going to be riding in a Land Raider Redeemer. So everything here just benefits me as a Black Templar player. And because we have more options than a Salamanders player, because in my Sword Brethren squad, I can actually get 2 Pyre Pistols, if I think that's what it's called. So, having strength 5 Pyre Pistols is really good, and then with the Redeemers, I think there's a stratagem around here that allows me to turn my, what do you call it now, flame weapon into a devastating wounds area. It's that one, Immersion Protocols. Until the end of the phase, torrent weapons equipped by models in that unit have the devastating wounds value. So putting that on a Land Raider Redeemer, including the +1 to strength, so I think it'd be like strength 7, -1 or -2. We'll check out the Land Raider Redeemer's profile in a minute. But yeah, really good. Anyway, I'm gonna go past this. Stormlance again. I don't really use bikes. I've never really owned bikes. Am I up it representative of the law? Same with the Vanguard Spearhead. But the first company one is very interesting. Essentially, it just gives you back the old doctrine. I can't remember the name of it right now. We can get reroll hits and wounds on particular models. But I think for me, this one is probably the weakest one. It really is. I would like to see more customization within the first company units, like Blade Guard veterans, like Terminators, like the company heroes that have recently come out. I want to see more customizations, because right now they are extremely limited, other than the Terminators, I'd say, because they just did a carbon copy and paste of the previous kit, but upscaled and modernized. But I still wish I would have seen a new weapon in that Terminator kit, like maybe a Neo-Volkite pistol for the captain, something on the lines of that. Beautiful example armors. Now this is stunning. I don't know who's done this. It's there. I'm not sure, but this is beautiful. Like, I love the conversion look on that model. Really good example armors. Emperor Spears, really good. In one of the earlier audiobooks that was released by Black Library. Absolutely amazing. Data sheets. Okay, now we'll skip past a lot of this, because a lot of this just doesn't, isn't worth it for me. Yeah, so please skip past most of these, and I'll talk about the ones that I'm going to use. But all these data sheets are really cool. I love that. Waiting for that one to be released though. The jump pack looks really cool. I'm happy it's kept some of the options. I think the lightning claws needs to return though. I don't use librarians, Black Templars, so this is no use to me. Now chaplain. I will always put a chaplain in Terminator squad. Like, having that +1 to wound is just going to be amazing with power fists, because if I mean, on toughness 5 models, it means I'm wounding on 2s if I'm correct. So yeah, it's just, I mean, even on, you know, vehicles, you know, because I'm taught strength 8, if I'm attacking vehicles, I'm wounding them on 4s instead of 5s. It's like, it's really good. I like it. I like him with the shield. It looks better with the shield. Apothecary is amazing too. I think my favourite character, I don't think, oh here he is, the Judiciary. I will always put him in a sort of Brethren squad. To strike first is just amazing. Really, really cool. Now, this is my issue. The company heroes have no options, and as a Black Templar player, like, I don't want to be taking a guy with, you know, a bolt gun or a heavy bolter. Like, give me a pyre cannon, give me, you know, some sorts, you know. But the company heroes for the Black Templar, as the Black Templar player, just ain't really beneficial towards me. You know, it's not going to do any justice for me. Blade Guard veterans. Now, from what I know of the rules for like the captains, like, not for the captains, but for the named characters. For the named characters, chapter masters, they can all now, if I'm correct, be a part of the Blade Guard veteran squad. But as a Black Templar player, we've yet to receive our Codex alignment update to bring it all into one. So, you know, we can't bring, let's say, Hellbrecht currently in a Blade Guard veteran squad, even though other like commanders in this book. Let's see if I can go back. Come on. For example, Pedro Cantor. Where his leader ability? Yeah, there you go. Company veterans, Blade Guard veterans. You know, I mean, in the index he couldn't do that. And I think it's the same with all the Tacticus Army guys. Blade Guard veterans, Blade Guard veterans. Calgar can join everything because Calgar's Calgar. Interesting that Vulcan Heaston can't. But again, it's like Hellbrecht's missing the company heroes, so currently Hellbrecht can't be in that squad even though it's a chapter master, and in order to field that squad you need to field it with a chapter master, but he doesn't have that, so that's another issue. But yeah. Oh, also one more thing I want to speak about, and it's really annoying how the fact, like, you need a plasma pistol to be in the Hellblaster squad, or you need to have the sword and shield in order to be in the Blade Guard squad. Like, it's just annoying, it's just needless. I think that type of rule should be just removed. I think it should just be you can join this squad. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the leader, you know, rule anyway. I think all commanders should be able to join all squads, especially if you're chapter master, because you are leading the chapter. But that's, I'm going to save that for another video. Let's go back. This is beautiful. Love the new jump back. Now, another issue. Okay, this is going to be a long one. Beautiful kits. Stunning, right off. But Vanguard veteran weapons, you know, is the combined profile. I hate it. I love the new combi flamer. It looks stunning, and the combi melter. But the combined profile, which is the combi weapon, is just awful, and it's not representative of the lore. And it, for me, it's just a feel bad moment, because I've been playing since 5th. So I know what a combi weapon does, because I've been, you know, used to it for the last 5 editions, and I know times have changed, but it makes 0 sense. Like, I really hate that, the fact that they've just combined the combi weapon into one profile. It's extremely annoying. Now, I hope in future editions they bring it back, because I would love to take 4 combi flamers and the pyre cannon, because that's like thematic for me. I mean, I can do that now, don't get me wrong, but it's not representative representative in the rules. And the argument is, well, if you have everything representative in the rules, then you'd only be, you know, using 1 or 2 Space Marines to combat an entire orc army. And I'm like, well, it ebbs and flows, really. But it's just a weird change. And it's a change that I really don't like, and I'm quite against it. And I hope for future editions and future codexes, they expand on the weapons. You know, we want more customization, and we want that customization to be represented in the law. We don't want less customization, and we don't want less representation in the law within the customization. So yeah, please change these. These are just feel bad moments. No, I really don't like that. Beautiful kit, so I mean, I've bought 4 of these already, so I like that kit a lot. Beautiful kit. Just hate that rule, hate the combi weapon. Infernus, beautiful. I'm a big fan of the Infernus Marines. God, I mean, strength 5. Strength 6 with the Salamander's chapter tactic, you know, and being able to turn all that into devastating wounds. You know, it's just really good. Terminators are beautiful, but nothing really has changed other than the fact that you can arm a captain with a power fist. Bit strange having the old and new one though. They should have just done it at the same time, but who am I? I'm not a business person, so I can't exactly say I told GW to do what. Dreadnoughts are beautiful, Centurions are beautiful. I just wish the Dreadnought had more weapons, to be honest. Bit upset that the Ironclad Dreadnought went, but there's a normal Dreadnought. Yeah, that's it really. I just wish I had more weapons. Well, not more weapons. Well, yeah, no, I do wish I had more weapons. But I also wish you could dual the weapons. Like, I would love to have Redemptor having 2 plasma cannons on either side, you know, or 2 miniguns on either side. Yeah, they've still not been. I had a separate release. That's interesting. But yeah, suppressor squads are really cool too. I've not looked at the rules actually for the suppressor squads. But it's good for. I mean, it's okay. It's alright, I guess. Maybe -1, 40 inches. 9 shots in a squad of 3. Yeah, that's alright, I guess. Again, I don't use any of this, so I won't know to tell you if it's good or bad. But from what I know of this codex, everything has a purpose. Nothing seems to be left out. Hellblasters are lovely as well. Devastator squads. I've still got 10-man squad of these all with las cannons. Well, 8 las cannons and then 2 captains. Yeah, 2 5-man squads. Oh yeah, we're gonna get on to the best part. Gladiator Lancers, amazing tank killer, amazing. Lancer Laser Destroyer, 2 attacks, heavy, so you stay still, you're hitting on 2s. It's 14 -4, minimum of 4 damage, maximum of 9. Well, for 1 shot that is, because D6 plus 3. And the Predator autocannon, I saw that, rapid fire 2, 48 inches, attacks forward. Now that is going to be, when I buy them, an auto included in some of my lists. Like, the Predator autocannon looks nice to me. And so does the Demolisher cannon. Like, again, it's D6 plus 3 attacks, minimum 4 shots, D6 wounds. You know, that's really good. Here we are, Land Raiders. Beauty. I've got too many of them. But I want to focus on the Land Raider Redeemer. Yeah, the Flamestorm cannon, D6 plus 3. And if I'm correct, it's armed with 2 Flamestorm cannons. Yeah, 2. So I'm having 2D6 plus 2 3s. So well, D6 plus 3 twice to make it simpler, and it's AP minus 2 at 2 damage. So with my stratagem, it would also have devastating wounds, and because I'm within 12 inches, because that's the range of the weapon, I'm also bumping up to strength 7. So strength 7, minus 2, 2 damage with devastating wounds when you put on that stratagem. It's just nasty. Like, that will melt Marines. You know, that's beautiful. My idea, I mean, I'm going to do a fast summary, but essentially I've got 2 of these in my list, and 2 of these in my list for sort of far end, backline support fire, anti-armor support with Terminators or Brethren, well, infantry support, obviously, of the like. But yeah, I like this. I really do like this heavy layers destroyer. Now, there's not really much difference, I don't think, between the heavy layers destroyer and the lance layers destroyer, other than +1 damage because D6 plus 4, the other one's D6 plus 3, and strength 14 is the other one, I believe. This one's strength 16. But yeah, minimum 10 damage, 2 attacks, heavy. So if I sit still, which I will be doing, I'm hitting on 2s. Really, really good. And if someone deep strikes next to me and they're within 12 inches, then I've got all of the other weapons, other than the plasma incinerator, but all the other weapons to deal with that particular unit. Love the Storm Raven, but the Corvus Black Star looks so much better, and I will be getting a few Corvus Black Stars and using them as Storm Raven gunships just because I prefer the look of the Corvus Black Star. And drop pods, I think basically it now. And yeah, and the rest is this. What is that? What is this? Crusade. This is what this is. I don't know anything about Crusade rules because I've never played Crusade. It looks fun, but sadly my hobby group that is naming is quite small. And we are, my friends who do play Warhammer, are all over the UK, so it's very hard to have games regular with them. But yeah, looks fun. One thing I do, and I'm going to make a video about this, my wishes for the next Codex is I wish they included this chapter command in the actual rules of the captains, etc. Like essentially trying to making your captain into a chapter master, and your tech marine into a master of the fallen, etc. Like they did in the previous edition, where you could upgrade your captain to be a chapter master. I wish they did that. That's because it just adds the flavour. It's just more fun. And I'm not a competitive player, so competitive people may have the argument of it will break the game, etc, etc. But I think it should be about having fun first, having fun and having cool thematic moments. And I would like to see this part of the book be brought in line with the actual book, with the actual rules, with the actual core rules, instead of it being separate and not being able to use at particular events. But yeah, it was really cool. And then here points at the back, which completely outdated. Ignore all of this. The points are online on the Warhammer app. Yeah, but if I'm correct, all these points are completely outdated now. I think it was outdated prior to the Codex release. But it's nice that Games Workshops keeps them, keeps on top of its points rather than letting it to go dry. So ebbs and flows. There are good parts, there are bad parts, but it's good that, how would I say this? It's good that Games Workshop try to keep on top of the points. So it's sad that it was outdated, or it's outdated, but at the same time, I'm glad it's the new points. So are really good. I'm glad Games Workshop is trying to keep on top of things. But I think that is it. Oh god, he looks beautiful, stunning. But yeah, that's it. That is it for this Codex review. I mean, you can try and put in my code, but I've already done it, so... But that is it. That is it for my Space Marine Codex review. I'm going to do another video in the next 2 or 3 days about what I would like to see. You've heard a few of my thoughts about what I would like to see in this, in the future Space Marine Codex. And by the way, whatever I've said about this Codex will also apply to all the other codexes. Like, I want, for example, you know, a Chaos version of a Chapter Master in the Chaos Codex, or a, you know, Imperial Guard High Commander, Chapter Master level commander for the Imperial Guard Codex. Like, I want these additions to be in all codexes, not just Space Marines. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.